Are you a working mom that's looking to bring your work home? Or maybe you're a stay-at-home mom who's looking to start working, but you don't want to leave the house, you just want to do it from home. I get it, and that's who I am. My name is Morgan Vermouth. I am a stay-at-home mom of 3 boys ages 4 and under, and I run a business from home. This is a topic I'm super passionate about sharing, and today I'm going to just share briefly with you a few pros and cons of what I have seen personally in working from home, why you want to do it, maybe why you wouldn't want to do it, and then just kind of share my own experience with it. So if you like what I have to say today, I want to invite you to join my Facebook community for working moms. We're just going to have lots of tips and tricks and just kind of, you know, encouragement for how do you just do this on the daily. And I'm also going to have live Q&A sessions. So if you have specific questions, you can ask them and I'll be sure to answer them. I'll put that link for that group down below in the description and in the top comments so that you won't miss it. Okay, without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so I want to start off first with some pros of working from home. I might have to look at my notes. Okay, I'm cracking myself up and it's really not that funny. Okay, anyway, so working from home. Well, the first pro, I'm like, should I even mention this one? Yes, I'm just gonna go with it, is you're home. Like, that is the pro of working from home, is that you get to be home. Yeah, it's totally worth mentioning, even though it's self-explanatory. But I know a lot of moms don't always have that option to work from home. And so it really is a blessing to be able to work from home. Just the other day, my 1-year-old was climbing. He just turned 1 last week, and he decided that once he turned 1, he was a big boy just like his older brothers, and he wanted to climb on everything, like the coffee table, our ottoman, which is next to our bookshelf. So he's practically hanging from the bookshelf, and I was sitting at my kitchen table working on my laptop, and I looked over and I was like, oh my gosh. And so I raced over and grabbed him. I was on the phone on a business meeting, so I had my phone in one hand and it was with a friend. I don't always recommend trying to do a business meeting with your 1-year-old crawling around. But anyway, that's another pro. At least I had that option. And so I was holding the phone like this, and I grabbed the baby off the ottoman with my one arm and kind of placed him down in a standing position because we're trying to encourage him to walk. Well, I didn't expect it, and out of nowhere, he just started walking, which it wasn't his first steps, but it was the furthest he's ever gotten. I think he crossed the floor maybe by like 3 feet. If any of you are British and you're watching this, wouldn't that be like 1 meter? Okay, anyway. So, so he walked several steps, and I was like, oh my goodness, and I'm celebrating, and his older brothers are right there and they're celebrating. We're all just cheering, and it was super exciting, such an energetic moment. And then my friend on the other line said, isn't that great that you can work from home and not miss these moments? And I thought, yes, this is totally why I do this. I mean, one of the whys. There's a whole lot of reasons why I love working from home, but just being home and not missing some of those important moments with your kids, I feel like that is a huge selling point, a huge pro for working from home, which kind of leads me into also saying my next point, which is you can have the best of both worlds. You get to be the stay-at-home mom that you desire to be, but you also get to work, because let's be real. Sometimes, even though motherhood is the best calling in the world, it's the best job ever, it's also really hard, and sometimes it's a bit isolating. When your companionship are young children who don't know to say thank you, or they don't know how to have a mature conversation with you, it's a lot on moms, especially if you came from working before you had kids to coming home and now all you do is mom life. It can be a lot for some. And so I know for me, I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I didn't realize how much I would actually miss working. I mean, I knew I wanted to work as a stay-at-home mom to help contribute to the income, but I really didn't realize until just even recently how much I actually love working. It really is the best of both worlds, because you get to fulfill your duties as a mom, you get to be present with your children, but you can also have that career, work on climbing that ladder, and using parts of your brain that you don't always get to use when you're washing dishes and doing laundry. Another pro to working from home is that you honestly can have the potential to make more money. There are a lot of unconventional jobs out there that offer that option to make buku bucks off of less hours. And there's MLMs and network marketing and coaching and affiliate marketing, and it has that financial opportunity there. And I always find that pretty enticing to be able to be home with my family, be home in general, and to have that option that I can work on minimal hours and make a lot of money. There are other work from home jobs that pay you more on the hourly, and that's maybe a guaranteed income when you're starting off, and it's pretty much you're trading, you know, your time for pay. But there's also those other jobs that allow you to make more money and to have that residual income. So that's always an option too, and it's definitely a huge pro as a work from home mom. Okay, so now let's move on to the cons of working from home, because there are a few that you have to learn how to overcome, or if it's just something you're like, I don't want this, then at least you know before you try it. So one con of working from home is that you definitely have more interruptions, especially if you're a work from home mom, which I think you are, because that's what we're talking about right now. The kids are gonna come up and they're gonna interrupt you. If they're a baby, they may not come up to you, but they might be waking up from their nap and they're crying. And so it's just inevitable. As a work from home mom, you will have interruptions. And if it's not from the kids, because maybe they're older, maybe they're at school, you might get a delivery of a package, or you might even struggle with even being disciplined and focused. And so you might feel obligated to get a chore done. If you're working from home and maybe you don't have all the extra rooms to have an office set up in, well, if you're working, say, at your kitchen table, like I sometimes have to do, the dishes might be piling up, or maybe you're by your laundry room and you're seeing baskets of laundry that need folded. It's definitely very distracting and interrupting. And so that's just something I feel like I need to acknowledge, that it is a con of working from home. And I kind of alluded to this already, but again, focus issues. It really does take a lot of discipline to make sure you're completing the work that you've set out to do when you're working from home. Because when you go to an office setting or wherever you would go, it may not be an office, that feels a bit of like a stereotype for women, but when you go to a work site, you have supervisors to help you stay focused. It's expected of you. You're trading your time for that pay, and so it helps you just kind of stay more focused naturally. But when you're home, this is where you do life. And now if you're adding work into the mix, this is where you do all of your life. You're sleeping, you're eating, you are living from home, and you're entertaining, and you're spending time with your family in the evenings. And so now you're expected to work from home as well. So it really does take a lot of self-discipline and focus, and even some compartmentalization of just your life, so that you can actually accomplish the work that you're setting out to do. Another con of working from home is that you're not physically getting out as much, and you're not connecting with other people. And so for some, that's really hard. I personally am a social butterfly, so I really enjoy visiting with others, and I enjoy the social aspect of getting out. So as a work from home mom now, I have to be super intentional to make sure that I still keep a social life, and mainly because it's important to me. Some moms are like, nope, I'm introverted and I'm good by myself, but I'm not one of those moms. So that's definitely one of the cons that I had to deal with coming home, is just literally not getting out as much and not getting to socialize. So that's something to keep in mind if you are more extroverted like me. I definitely noticed when I came home and just started being a stay-at-home mom, my husband would be out working all week, and on the weekends, he wanted to be home because he was gone, you know, a lot during the week. And so he wanted to rest and recharge at home. And I was home all week, and I found that I wanted to get out and like, let's go do something fun on the weekend. So it definitely threw a wrench in our plans and some of our expectations. So that's something to keep in mind as well. It's just, you're not getting out, and you might need to accommodate those needs in a different way, or manage your expectations so that you know, okay, maybe one day of the weekend you stay home so that your spouse can recharge, and then the other day you get out. For me, our family, we like to go to church on Sundays, so that definitely helps me with my social life. And it's a blessing because we get to serve the Lord and worship God with our friends. Okay, so those are some of the pros and cons of working from home. Which one do you find yourself leaning toward? Does it feel worth it to still work from home to you? Or do you feel like, it's just not for me? For this mama, I wanted to be home with my kids and to still work. So the work from home life is a dream come true. I love it. I have a lot of fun with it. And it's really helped me to develop my skills and work on improving my time management and ways to stay disciplined. So I feel like it's making me a better person. But you have to know what's right for you. What's right for me isn't always the same for you. Everybody's different and we all have different purposes in life. So know what's right for you and definitely go with that. If it means staying home and working from home, great. If it means that you are just not, the work from home life isn't for you, that's okay too. Okay, so if you've liked what I've shared today, I want to invite you again over to my Facebook group for moms. Maybe you're already working from home and you just want some extra tips and tricks on how to continue working from home, or maybe ways that you can improve your work from home life as a mom. Come on over to that group. I'm going to be sharing a lot more over there. Or maybe you're a stay-at-home mom that is looking to start working but you haven't started yet. Great, that's perfect because I have an opportunity that maybe you'd be interested in. Whichever boat you're in, I definitely want to encourage you. I want to support you, and I want to build a community of like-minded moms that are all about encouraging one another and just helping each other thrive. We moms need to stick together. I'll drop the link for that group below in my description and also in the top comments so that you won't miss it. I hope to see you over there. Until next time, you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.